Alright, I'm Jordan Robbins, and today we're going to talk a little bit about the shutdown rule. So the shutdown rule is a rule that we need to keep in mind for competitive firms in the short run. Because as we know, if competitive firms are losing money, in the long run, they're better off exiting the market, right, if they have negative economic profits. But in the short run, that's not always the case. And so we have two conditions, which if either one of them is true, then we should exit the market. Or rather, we should shut down in the short run. So the first is if the absolute value of our losses are greater than the fixed costs. So what does this mean? Fixed costs are something that we have to pay regardless of whether we produce or not. So our fixed costs we have to pay in the short run no matter what. So if we have fixed costs of $100 million, but we're losing $110 million by producing, then the absolute value of our losses is greater than our fixed costs. So we're obviously better shutting down and just losing that fixed cost, because that would minimize our loss. Right? And so I think that's the easier of the two conceptually to understand. The other shutdown rule is going to be if price is less than average variable cost. What this means is that price, or your average revenue, what you get for selling each unit, that's going to be less than what it costs you on average to make each unit. So, for each additional unit that you sell, your losses are going to be getting larger and larger and larger and larger. And so that's not a good thing. We want to continue to produce in the short run, even if we're making a loss, as long as that loss is less than our fixed cost, because that's going to minimize our loss. And so if either of these two conditions are satisfied, then we should shut down in the short run, take our lumps, and then exit in the long run. That's all.
Good.
Nice and short.